just first to say, is to try to make sure that we have the relationships where we can have the difficult conversations in private, and we sort of resist the urge or resist the temptation to sort of megaphone diplomacy where we tell Zimbabwe what to do. We need to recognise that as a modern partner, we really want this sort of a genuine modern partnership between Britain and Zimbabwe of equals, where we can discuss things in private. So sort of with that caveat, but I think there are lots of things that Zimbabweans experience every day. The currency stability being a critical issue right now, the kind of security of land and land tenure being also very important, sort of the governance structures, and all these sets of issues are kind of wrapped up in a way in terms of the arrears process that the government has started, and we can come to talk about that. So there's a group of issues that sound quite technical, but actually really important for Zimbabwe and Zimbabweans in terms of the sort of the future prospects and making the most of the potential of Zimbabwe.
As a journalist, there's a tendency to want to know before things happen, but there's also a maturity that comes with saying quiet diplomacy and diplomacy behind the closed doors actually does achieve quite a lot. Are you comfortable? Are you happy that you're making progress with this, not telling Zimbabweans what to do? You have a mature relationship. Is that making progress?
Yeah, I often think about it in the context of Ambassador Katsandi, the Zimbabwean ambassador to the UK.
Yeah.
And how it would feel if he were telling us, the UK, what to do on Brexit, for instance, or telling us how to manage our economy. And of course, we wouldn't like that. So vice versa, as a mature relationship, that's important. I always think, what would it be like if Ambassador Katsandi said this, just as a way of framing my own position and how we engage. I think we have made significant effort. I think we've put a lot of the foundations in place in terms of the way our political public diplomacy works, strong foundations. I think you need to back up the foundations with action too.
Yeah.
It can't just be words. And I know sometimes that's the question is how do we, and I think we have actually, those foundations are firmly in place in terms of the relationship with Zimbabweans across the political spectrum, with government, with political parties, with business, getting firm relationships, building trust, and actually that people have confidence in us, in what we're saying and in our intent. It's always a challenge, particularly I think sometimes the legacy of UK involvement and the colonial history. Trying to we need to demonstrate with actions, not just our words, that we have positive intent for Zimbabwe, for the relationship between our two countries, for the collective benefit of Britain and Zimbabwe. And I think those foundations are good. There's always going to be more to do in substance on both sides, and we need to keep at it, as all relationships. You need to keep working at them.
Absolutely.